Welcome back to another episode of Sitka Stage and Screen News. I'm your host, Natalie Joy. Our performance group had a wonderful time performing at Providence Living. The residents loved watching them ring in the holidays with singing and dancing, and we're so proud of them. We had an incredible time on December 6th at our open house. We enjoyed coffee, tea, treats, and a performance by our performance group. It was a blast. A gentle reminder to take a peek in our lost and found as it's starting to pile up, and we want to make sure that all of your goods make their way back to you before the winter break. Speaking of winter break, the studio will be closed December 21st through January 7th. We hope you enjoy this time off, rest, spend time with family, and we can't wait to see you back in the new year. As the holiday season grows closer, there's nothing better than cuddling up on the couch with a warm drink and watching a holiday movie. A few that I recommend are Little Women, the Greta Gerwig version, though they're all amazing, and Home Alone 2. My controversial take is that the second is the best one. We had yet another successful movie club. We enjoyed movie theater popcorn and talked about Mamma Mia. We can't wait for the next one, so stay tuned for details on that. Winter registration is now open. Head to sitkastageandscreen.com for available classes and to register. If you have any questions, email us at info@sitkastageandscreen.com. Stay up to date on what we're up to on our socials, Sitka Stage and Screen. Find us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. A big congratulations for Maddie for her second single on Spotify called Salty Coated. Make sure you go check it out. Congrats, Maddie. And we have had quite the month here at Sitka. We have 3 students, yes, 3 that have signed with agents this month. Congratulations to Barbara, Faye, and Jacquie. Amazing job, guys. Now over to Hussam.
Hey, it's Hussam with you for Sitka Stage and Screen News. Now, I had a bit of a hiatus last time, but I am back here to talk about all that's happening in the Sid. And what better show to talk about than one that you can check out this holiday season? Alice in Wonderland is coming to the Sid with a bit of a musical twist. You've got the same story and all of your favorite characters in the show. Alice, the Mad Hatter, Tweedledee, Tweedledum, and that one weird cat, forget its name. But they've got a lot of stuff happening. A lot of local actors are a part of this. Some from this studio are in this production. It's coming by late December, so grab your tickets at the theater's website. December 22nd, all the way to the last day of the year is when this show is running. And my name is Hussam. Thank you so much for watching. And just a reminder, be kind, be cool, stay classy. See ya.
Thanks, Hussam. Now over to Mary.
Hello, Sitka fam. We are here live with Sitka Spotlight, where we have a very special guest today. We are here with Halo, a longtime student of the Sitka studio, and we are so happy to have you here today. So welcome.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for taking the time to be here and like sharing a little bit about your artistic journey. So we'll just jump right in.
Yeah.
And I'm just curious, how long have you been a student here?
I believe I've been a student for 2 years. I started taking with one of Mandy's classes in the last studio just before the move, and then we've been taking classes here ever since.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And what was kind of like the impetus to be like, I really want to get into performance?
I have a past history of theater. I did lots of theater and improv in high school, and then I took a 8 to 9 year break, just kind of becoming an adult and figuring out what to do with life, and then just figured something was missing and I saw Cinderella and I was like, this is what I need to do again. So it was just like a big awe moment, and I've jumped right back in. So
that's fun. It sounds like a reawakening.
Yes, it was definitely. It was like a sleeper agent. I was like, I'm ready to go.
Like a rediscovery. That's amazing. So when you got here, what classes have you taken since?
Oh, I've taken, I feel like pretty much everything under the sun.
Really?
I've done beginner voice acting. I've done 2 radio plays. I done tap. I started earlier this year. I'm doing adult musical theater. I just took acting on camera with Allison, which has been phenomenal. Yeah, I've just kind of dipped my toes into everything, and I'm really enjoying it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And do you have like a favorite class that you enjoy?
I definitely really like voiceover. It's a goal of mine to get into voiceover, I think. And then just, you know, meeting Allison and Mandy, just being like, oh, actually, you know what? I actually can act. And so that was kind of my catalyst for taking Allison's beginner acting class on film, just to be like, oh, I actually can act on film. So it was just a really nice realization to be like, oh, I'm actually multi-talented and I can do a lot of things. So
isn't that a great realization?
It's really nice.
Yeah, you're like, wow, this is good.
I could do all these different avenues. Yeah.
So what is it about Sitka like that you find so special?
I really love the community. Just having a wide range of ages and backgrounds and understandings. It's really lovely to work with, you know, people who have different experiences than you do, and being able to come together and to collaborate as one and bring all these experiences together to really create beautiful art. And yeah.
Do you think there'd be like people that maybe you would have never met in the quote unquote real world that
Yeah,
you met here?
exactly. 100%. I keep very close to, I'm more of a homebody, and I have a very tight-knit group of friends, and I stay very close to work. So I don't go out very often. So definitely Sitka as well, like has expanded my friend groups and really just been like, oh no, like there's lots of things I can go out and do, and kind of just opened me up out of my shell more than I have been in the past.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So you've kind of spoken to like kind of like the diversity aspect of Sitka. Can you like describe Sitka with some adjectives for people who've like never heard of this studio before?
I would say creative, fun, open-minded, definitely like laughter-filled comedy. Like it's really fun coming here and learning. So it's just every fun describing word out there.
I would 100% agree with you, and I would also add encouraging.
Yes.
Because you're so encouraged that you just keep coming
Yeah.
back. Yeah, that's been my experience. I like it. So what is it like? We're just going to circle back to kind of talking about the different ages of people in class, because sometimes there could be, you know, older teenagers, and sometimes there's like people who could be in their 80s. And so what is it like having a variety of ages of adults in your classes?
It's really lovely to see just how, you know, how people experience different things and how people take different media. One of the classes I've done, or a couple of them, have been the radio plays, and having one of my friends that I met through here, Jean, she's a much older lady, and she is a hoot. She is so fun to work with. She's spunky, and it's just a really fun time getting to know and learning from other people. She is a phenomenal actor, and voice acting is definitely something she's phenomenal at. And yeah, just learning from her and just being able to be in her presence as well is just incredible.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really beautiful. I really love that. That's amazing. And you've already kind of touched on this, but that you've kind of come out of your shell.
Yeah.
You know, that you've been able to meet all these new people. But has Sitka helped you in any other ways for your like your confidence or your skill set in terms of acting? Yeah,
100%. Definitely before, I've had a really hard time auditioning for things. It's just been a sort of a setback for me, but being able to gain the different skills to help in auditions has definitely been a big asset to being here at Sitka. Definitely working with Mandy, who's worked in the industry her whole life, has been really welcoming, and I feel like I can absorb pretty much everything she says, and I'm able to remember all the things she says as well. Even just like when I'm acting or when I'm singing, even when I'm dancing, I'm like, I can remember her words and just be like, nope, we're good. Like, you know, Mandy has, you know, she's got this wisdom, so you can just listen and go forward. And
that's amazing. She's instilled it and passed it on.
Yes.
And now you're applying it.
Yeah.
And it's working.
Yes.
That's great news. I mean, that's the goal. I mean, when you come to learn something, you want to apply it in the real world, right? So a little birdie told me that you also have another hobby, and you're quite experienced in it. You have a crafting hobby.
Yes.
Can you tell the fine folks about that hobby?
I would love to. I make paper craft Christmas cards or greeting cards of all kinds, just 4x6. Regular size cards. I've been making cards for 12 years at this point.
Wow.
Yeah. I started young. A family member of mine was an affiliate for a company for crafting. And so she kind of just was like, oh, this is something I do, and let me use all her crafting supplies. And then eventually my parents kind of just started giving me a bunch of stuff. And yeah, so I find it as another way to bring out my creativity without having to really express with words. It's easier to show sometimes with colors and putting things together, and also being able to give something so special that I've made with my own hands is definitely my favorite part. I'm a very emotional person, so I like to handwrite messages and give very long, meaningful like things, and just tell people how much I appreciate them. And so being able to give them something I've made with a personalized message inside is just something it fills me with joy every time. And watching people read it, it just fills me up.
Yeah, they're truly made with love.
Yes.
100%. And you had some of those available at the open house, is that right?
Yes, I have.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you guys had such a good time and that you were able to, just spread some holiday cheer. And we're just so thankful that you could take the time to talk to us. And if you have anything else to add about your Sitka experience and the time you've had here?
I would definitely say if you're thinking about joining Sitka or unsure about if a class is for you, I would say definitely take it if you're able to. Just even reaching out of your comfort zone allows you to grow even in the areas that you're comfortable. And I think just branching out is the best way to go.
These are very wise words. Thank you for leaving us with those, and thank you so much for coming on to Sitka Spotlight.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Thanks, Mary. Now over to Jacquie.
Welcome back, all my fellow lovers of the arts. Who's got their lights up and their tree decorated? Not me. Let's check in with our neighbors from the north and see what they're doing to get into the holiday spirit. The Tidemark Theatre in Campbell River has an offering that will definitely get you in the mood if you're not already there. On December 14th, Riverport Danceworks presents The Nutcracker. This show will feature professional guest performances by Vladimir Piera as Ginger, Irene Taw as the Sugar Plum Fairy, and Giovanni Giordano as Drosselmeyer. With dancers from Campbell River, Port Alberni, Powell River, and Salt Spring Island, and guest class performers from the Studio North Dance Academy, this exciting production is definitely going to bring the Christmas spirit to Campbell River. There are 2 showings on the 14th, a 2 p.m. matinee and a 7 p.m. showing. Tickets are $37.50, and they're available online at tidemarktheatre.com. And if it's not sold out, you can buy them at the box office at showtime. The box office is also open Monday to Friday from noon till 4. There's always some sort of art installation going on in the lobby, so pop in and enjoy that when you get your tickets. Even with 467 seats, this show is likely to sell out, so get in there quickly and get your tickets. I hope to see you there, and we won't be back with our news segments till January, so I'll see you in 2025.
Thanks, Jacquie. Now over to Linda for a brand new segment.
Hi, I'm Linda, and I am a part of the Sitka community. And each month I'm going to be providing a list of community events because we are all here supporting each other, and our community supports us. So it's always great to help support the events happening in our community. So join us each month for a list of the activities happening around the area. And if you have any events you want spotlighted, just send us a quick email. So this month's community events calendar is heavy on the events geared towards the holidays. But as always, there's things that are happening regardless of the time of year. Thursdays throughout the school year, Lake Trail Community Education Society hosts a community drop-in night at 6 p.m. at Lake Trail Community School in West Courtney. This event is open to everyone. There is drop-in gym activities, arts, as well as a board gaming area. It is free, and everyone is welcome, any age and any part of the valley. On Saturday and Sunday, December 7th and 8th, at the Comox Legion from 10 till 4 is the Comox Valley Makers Market. This market be a great place for last-minute gift ideas. The vendor fees for the market support YANA as well as the Comox Valley Food Bank. So let's support the vendors that support these great causes. Tuesday, December 10th, is the last Art of Tango class at the House of Now at 7 p.m. Liz and Raul teach social tango in a very relaxed and stress-free environment. On Friday, December 20th, is a solstice lantern walk that starts at 6 p.m. at the Comox Christmas tree, where light clothes bring a handheld lantern of any shape and size, and join us to celebrate the winter solstice. And to end out 2024 and ring in 2025, the Waverly is hosting a New Year's Eve ball with the Coal Dust Gang, starting at 9:30. Tickets are $25, available at cvw.ticket.ca. Have an amazing end of 2024, and we will see you all in 2025.
Thanks, Linda. Welcome to the team. Now over to Aunty Mel. Thanks.
Welcome to Life and Love for Advice for Actors with Aunty Mel. Our first question this month comes from someone having a little bit of difficulty with the direction they've been given. My director wants me to always face the audience when I talk to other characters on stage, but that feels unnatural to me. I'm not sure what to do. From Audience Confused Thespian. Our faces can convey so much emotion, and I have a suspicion that your director wants you to face the audience so that they can engage with all the emotional expression happening on your face, which is probably also very important for the storytelling. Like you, I was also taught to talk to other actors on stage while facing the audience, and it's often better for sightlines in most theaters as well. Having said all of that, there is a style of doing theater called theater in the round, where the stage is in the center and the audience circles it. Actors who are performing in theater in the round have to work really hard to access their emotional expression through their whole physicality, so that even when an audience is only looking at their back, the audience is able to engage with the emotional part of the storytelling. If this sounds like something you'd be interested in working on, maybe talk to your acting coach and see if it's something they can work on with you. Our next question comes from someone who's having a little bit of a hard time feeling understood. I'm not sure what to do. I'm in a production right now where I feel unheard and unseen. I've tried advocating for myself, but it hasn't made a difference. From behind the scenes. BTS, I am so sorry that you're still not feeling seen or heard or understood, even after advocating for yourself. I want you to know that what you did in standing up for yourself takes a lot of courage, and I see you, and I think that is great. In fact, I'm proud of you for doing that. I'm wondering if this situation is something that might benefit from including somebody else in a conversation. If you're in a stage production, maybe talk to one of the producers or a stage manager. If you're on set, maybe there's a human resources person you can reach out to. Sometimes we have personality clashes with someone that we're working with, and it's really hard for them to see and understand us, and it's hard for us to know how to reach them. Bringing in a compassionate third person to help you have that conversation can make a huge difference. Whatever you decide to do, keep standing tall in yourself and shine your light. Our last question this month comes from an actor who's feeling a little bit antsy about things. Hi, Aunty Mel. Do you have any tips for not getting in your head about the industry slowing down and not getting very many auditions? I know it's slow, but I still get down about the fact that I'm not booking. From stuck, longing, and out of work. Being out of work slow is understandably a very uncomfortable experience. And when you're working in a gig economy, like acting often is, there's an extra layer of anxiety because we don't necessarily get regular paychecks. Remember that you are not the only person facing this situation. It's worth talking to your agent, though, to see if there's anything else you might be doing right now to develop some skills that might make you more bookable for when things do pick up again. In the meantime, I want to remind you of something that someone very wise once told me, that there are no problems, only opportunities. So maybe this slow time is an opportunity for you to work with some of your fellow actors, create your own short film or a documentary or mount a stage production. Use this time to play, to get engaged in your creative energy in other ways, not just acting. Lean into the things that bring you joy. You might have noticed that in all of this month's questions, there was a little bit of a theme emerging. That was the theme of direction. The direction that we take from others when we're actors, the direction that we take to stand up for ourselves and advocate for what we need, and also the direction that our creative vision is taking. As we look ahead to 2025, I have an invitation for you. I want you to take some time to think about what direction you want your life to take in the coming year. Maybe instead of just the same old New Year's resolutions, there's a goal that you want to set. Or perhaps there's an intention you want to create about how you're going to show up to your creative work. Happy holidays, everybody, and I look forward to seeing you all in the new year.
Hello, and welcome back to Community Characters. My name's Tricia Spooner. Community Characters is all about getting to know individuals in the arts community here in the Comox Valley just a little bit better. And today we're taking a slightly different approach as I am joined with one of my fellow Sitka acting class students, Nova McCabe. During one of our recent classes, it was discovered that Nova has additional talents beyond acting, that you are a fire circus performer.
Yes, I am.
Very well. Welcome.
Thank you
For joining us today.
Thank you.
So Nova was part of the Visual Performing Arts Circus at the Downtown Courtney's recent Moonlight and Madness event. Can you tell me a bit more about the performing circus that you're part of?
So we're called Ignesia Circus. It's a group of about 5 of us, give or take. Some people come and go here and there. We do fire performances, we do LED performances, and we also do roving. So roving is, we kind of dress up in a character, connect with the crowd, and we're kind of performing, but in and amongst the crowd. That's what we did at Moonlight and Magic. Our LED and fire performances is a choreographed number, so it's multi-prop. We have multi-group numbers that we all do together. It's about 20 minutes, and people can hire us and have us perform. It's all led by our troupe leader, Denise Dansereau. She's been running Ignesia Circus for years now, and yeah, she's the master behind the arts.
Wow, it's very exciting and I'm sure quite the performance.
Thanks.
How long have you personally been performing with fire?
Professionally, about a year. I've been at Ignesia Circus for 2 years now. I joined, 2 years ago, and kind of I was an understudy for a little bit, and then this year is my first year touring with them. But I've done fire for a few years now, just for fun, but professionally.
I played with fire when I was a child, but I don't think that constitutes for training.
No.
How did you first get involved?
With Ignesia Circus?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I actually took a fans class. You could do fire fans. They called it tech fans. I did a class in Cumberland with Denise. She was teaching it. And I guess I was a quick learner, and she saw me from the crowd and asked if I did any other props. And I told her I did poi and hoop. And after that, she asked if I wanted to be a part of the troupe.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Right. Well, as part of the community character segment, I ask my guests the same 5 questions. And it's to get us to know you a little bit better in the community.
Mhm.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. What is your favorite thing to do or place to visit in the Comox Valley?
So I think my favorite place to go, I live in Cumberland, and I love hiking.
It's a great place for it.
Yeah, totally. Comox Lake is beautiful. I love going to the Comox Lake Bluffs. And Devil's Ladder is one of my favorite places to go. It's very uphill, but it's kind of short and sweet. There's waterfalls up there, lots of trails to go explore. I've lived in there 4 years now, and I'm still finding new spots to explore and hike to.
Yeah, I'm a Cumberlander as well,
Oh,
so
it's
I know
amazing.
that. Yeah, it's beautiful up
It's
there.
hard to leave.
But we don't want to tell anybody about it.
No, it
keep it our
sucks.
secret.
Don't go there.
Can you describe your earliest memory about being involved in the arts in general?
So for acting, I first did drama 9 in grade 9. Right into high school, I tried it out, and it was my favorite class. My teacher, Mr. Riddell, was the best. We just had so much fun. It was all my friends that were in there, and we actually did an improv group outside of school, and we competed against other schools, and we got last place. But we had the best time ever.
Probably it was very high quality year that year.
Oh, totally.
Yes.
We were winners in our hearts.
Yeah. You mentioned one of your teachers, but is there someone or something in particular that was most inspirational to you that encouraged you to first get involved?
I think for acting, probably my teachers. I did acting in grade 9 and then all throughout high school. Also Miss Knight, another teacher. She was awesome. She did more of the later grades, so it was a little less fun, more intense.
Serious?
Yeah. But for fire spinning, my stepmom actually spins fire.
Oh, wow.
She did it years ago before anybody did it. The OG.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she would do poi and just kind of do performances herself, and it was so cool to watch, and I always wanted to try it out, and she kind of showed me how to do it a little bit.
And has she seen you perform?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
neat.
totally.
That's
I
really
performed
neat.
at my parents' wedding a couple years ago, which was awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Can you share something with us that most people wouldn't know about you? This is a tough question.
Yeah. Something people don't know about me. I'm also a burlesque performer.
Okay.
Love performance arts. Acting, burlesque, fire.
Okay. So finally, do you have any advice for those who might be a bit hesitant to get involved in acting or fire spinning here in the Comox Valley?
Yeah, I think what I would say is that it seems scary, but it's really not. Or it does feel scary at first or nerve-wracking, but it's just baby steps, you you gotta just show up, just try it out. You're gonna hit yourself in the head with those balls multiple times, and it's gonna hurt, but it gets better.
And there's a community there to help pick you up and start over again.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And the best thing is anybody that has any sort of skills in that field, they're always wanting to teach and show you. And if you see somebody spinning poi randomly, you're like, hey, can I try that out? They'll always want to teach and share, and
Very cool.
Yeah, it's a great community.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today. It was good to get to know you a little bit better,
Yeah.
and allowing us to share that with our community here.
Mhm.
So,
Thanks
if
for
you-
having me.
If you would like to learn a little bit more about Ignitia Circus, you can visit their website. You can find the link below. And wishing you all a very wonderful, happy holiday season. This is Tricia Spooner. We'll see you in 2025.
That's all I have for you this month. Thank you for watching Sitka Stage and Screen News. We'll see you next time.